Some interesting news around the company Liquid Death, which has sparked a lot of commentary. Let's put this up there on the screen. They are now valued at a whopping $700 million for basically water and sparkling water
in a can.
Now, first of all, full disclosure, Liquid Death has been very kind to us. They actually gave us a ton of free Liquid Death whenever we started the show.
It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, look, it is, honestly, it's pretty good. We'll put that aside and we'll try and put on a dispassionate hat. It's interesting. From my perspective, I think actually the single best innovation of Liquid Death is you could not drink alcohol, as I basically do now, and not appear like a total square whenever you are at an venue.
It also is more environmentally sound.
Yes,
the
they actually make a pretty good case
plastic.
on that, as I understand it, in terms of recycling.
Aren't there health concerns about these like microplastics that you're drinking in when you're drinking?
Yes, there are, but they're Anyway, we could go into a whole.
Unproven.
No, they have been proven. Are they the reason that testosterone is plummeting? And
is that one of the things that's?
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion around. It's like, microplastics.
There's so many of these areas I'm just totally oblivious to.
Don't worry, I'm very online, unfortunately. So yeah, there's a whole conspiracy theory about not conspiracy theory. It's true. Microplastics, a lot of other stuff is definitely affecting testosterone. Is it the main reason why global testosterone is low, as opposed to I don't know, being morbidly obese and not working out a lot? I'm probably going to go with the latter. But it is a concern.
Can't be helping, though.
No, it's certainly not helping. No way. It's just that some people say that is the main cause and vice versa, like lifestyle instead. Anyway, I'm always a believer in lifestyle first.
I became aware of Liquid Death when they sent us a bunch of their product. And, you know,
drank it for like 3 months straight.
It was very convenient, for us to use on set and whatever. And it just was, the whole thing was so hilarious to me because you see these it's very aggressively named Liquid Death. And like you see these cans and the imagery on it and whatever. And then you're like, wait, it's literally just water.
Yeah. Well, yours is water. I used to drink the sparkling.
Yeah. And Kyle also enjoyed the sparkling water, as you guys know. He's very into that. But apparently, like, this is working out for them.
I've been seeing it blow up. Yeah, like I said, I think a lot of it is just aesthetic. For people who want to get water at a venue, like if you're walking around at a concert with a bottle, you just look like a weirdo. And I'm saying that from personal experience. Whereas when you're walking around with Liquid Death, I guess even if everybody knows, it just you fit in more. I see them selling it like 7-Eleven and others. My only question around this whole thing is like, how much of it is paid promotion? Because and by the way, we're not getting paid for this at all. But I hear a lot of their advertisements on like podcasts and others. So I'm like, how much of this money is just going back into promoting the business? Are they doing like exclusive deals? Because I think that's one of the things that they said, which is that Live Nation, which is one of those concert venues, is actually one of the people who is leading the funding round. So maybe the concert venues have realized this is a way to like upcharge you, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. I mean, you're getting upcharged at these venues regardless. I don't know. I'm just interested in it.
Outside of the fact that we have sort of been interested in their business model since we had some of their product and thought that the whole model was kind of like, it was hilarious. It's funny.
I remember explaining it to people. I'm like, no, it's just water in a can.
That's I did not believe it until I actually tried it. And I was like, it's literally just water. It's an interesting question of how much just pure branding, how much it matters.
Yeah,
like how much pure branding and aesthetic ultimately matters. And, apparently at this point at least, what are their sales? I think it was like $120 million in valuation.
$130 million. That's a $700 million valuation. And it's only started in 2019. I will say, their flavored one needs some work because it's got a bunch of carbohydrates in that. So you guys got to jack the sugar out of that and make it like LaCroix or whatever and make it 0 calories. Those of us who are on a diet can't be screwing around with those 7 and 12 carbs.
I can't attest to the flavoring of it or anything else.
I won't drink it because
it's
got too many carbs in it. A lot of my guys in my gym also won't do the same thing. So anecdotal evidence.
The water is very watery.
It's water.
Just water.
The sparkling water, okay, so I like sparkling water. I would compare it. I think Topo Chico is the best, but it's a pain because it only comes in glass. And also, I read some interesting stuff about whether their whole bottling process is actually maybe even worse than microplastics. Oh, really? So you put that one aside. By the way, I love Topo Chico, don't get me wrong. I'll probably still drink it. And I would say like Kirkland is probably like, it's the worst, but it is the cheapest. And I think it falls somewhere in the middle on that. Okay. In terms of sparkling water. So that's my review. Yeah, I would drink it, absolutely. So anyway, thank you. And thank you, Liquid Death.
Apparently, we're all very shallow people because we fall for like pretty can and interesting labeling. And
Why not?
Like, okay,
You know?
sure, why not?
It's like social arbitrage. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Cable news is ripping us apart, dividing the country, making it impossible to function as a society, and making it impossible to know just what is true and what is false. But the good news is they are failing and they know it.
That is why we're building something new, a new mainstream, a healthier one, something more trustworthy, something that we are going to need in one of the most pivotal times in American history. We are building up here for the midterms, for the upcoming presidential election, but we need your help. So if you can help us out by becoming a premium member today at breakingpoints.com, we're trying to change America for the better and the entire world.
So what are you waiting for, guys? Go to breakingpoints.com and sign up and help us build a new mainstream.